Hey everyone, Lona here. With a video I wasn't sure that I was gonna make, but I decided in the end I will do this. Because I think it's important to talk about as well, because I love video games. Those are those actual reasons for this. I'm making this video because something that have resurfaced just recently was a name popping up with a video game. And first of all, I will say Slay the Spire. I played that for well over 300 hours. I love that game. It is so good. I enjoy these kind of games in general, roguelike, deck builders and stuff like that. And with that, of course, there are now a Slay the Spire 2 that have been, well, it's early access for now. And a game I am really interested to try out because, I want to check it out as well. But that will be when I have the funds to buy it, of course, because games aren't free. Well, some games are, but not that game at least. And the reason why I want to talk about Slay the Spire 2 is because of this certain name that popped up in the end. Because in the end credit, where you see all the wonderful people working on this game, there appear consultants and there's three names. Two of them, people don't know and people don't give a fuck about them. But the third name is Anita Sarkeesian. That's a name that makes many people go, who? Some people go, I really don't care. And some people just losing their collective shit over it. Because that's a name that some people hate with such fury. It is insane. It's like this Anita Sarkeesian have murdered their entire family and they go full Sasuke and like, I need to take revenge on her. But in fact, she just made videos on YouTube talking about video games and that get them upset. Because in the Gamergate era of 2014, 15, and 16, of course, and all of that when it was ramping up so much, this hatred just went through gaming in general. And that's just sad. Because gaming is supposed to be enjoyable, not full of this unbridled rage. Because when Gamergate was a thing, at 2015, 2016, I have no idea it existed. Literally, I was busy playing video games and having a good time. I did not learn about Gamergate until like 3 years or something ago. And I was like, man, people are shit. And I'm thankful in a way because if I heard about Gamergate when I was younger, teenager especially, I most likely would have fallen into it as well. Because it was very efficient on doing this. Because this movement was born out of hatred and anger over some women that said something about video games that some people did not like. Because Anita Sarkeesian made some videos talking about feminism in video games and misogyny within those games. And with your hands on your heart, can you tell yourself and me that you actually watch those videos at full? Did you watch those videos? Or did you just watch clips of those videos and some angry dude telling you she's an awful whore and she need to die, more or less? Because I have watched those videos. And honestly, most of it I do agree with. And it's nothing too insane, really. It's like any other fucking essay you can watch on YouTube where they're talking more like in depth about certain things, like certain aspects of video games. But people on the right took these clips and painted images of how Anita Sarkeesian and Zoe Quinn and many others try to ruin video games. They try to take it from you. But that's not true because they love video games as well. Anita Sarkeesian even says so in her own videos that it is fine to like video games even if they have problematic elements. It's more about you knowing about those things. You can still enjoy them. And of course, in the end, no one can force you to dislike or like a game. You do it because you do it on your very own, And this unbridled rage that popped up with Slay the Spire 2, I thought was kind of funny in a way, but also really, really sad because now they have review bombed this game because just her name appearing as a consultant. So she was just there giving like her opinions and stuff like that from an outside source. If she even had anything that went through into the game, that doesn't matter. Just her name is there. That pure hatred is kind of insane that people are like that. Even today, after all these years, people are still so on about Gamergate. Because many of the right wing definitely are eager for new Gamergate 2 Electric Boogaloo, you know? Like Grumps or whatever fuck those tards are called these days. They all want this because, you know, it brings in them views, it brings them money. And also, the very fact that Gamergate was pushed by this guy, this greasy motherfucker named Steve Bannon, an alt-right Nazi enthusiast person that was actually part of the White House with Donald Trump until he was fired because he was way too fascist back then. He probably would have more luck now, to be honest. So yeah, Steve Bannon used Gamergate to push people into alt-right. So he literally used people that fell into it for his own political agenda. Which is very ironic because one of the mantras of Gamergate and many, you know, anti-wokesters is no politics in games. And then you have literally been used by politicians. And to be fair, when people say, I don't want politics in video games, it means I don't want other politics. I only want my politics in video games. And talking about politics and Steve Bannon, do you know who gave Steve Bannon the idea and pushed it even further? This guy, Jeffrey I Love Fucking Children Epstein, with his little fuck island where rich and powerful people go to fuck children. That guy was also part of boosting Gamergate, giving Steve Bannon the idea to focus on angry young men mainly, that was part of Gamergate, and focus it on hating certain women and those going towards the right. And that is really, really messed up and really sad. Because you have been used by a sleazy fascist and a pedo. A massive pedo, the king of pedos even. But I know that won't change people's opinion because they still will have the opinion they hate Anita Sarkeesian or whatever. And I will say like this, I really don't care if you like her or not, and don't change that personally. Like, I just find the hatred people have absurd. Because you're hating because someone told you to hate this person. And I mean, you don't need to like her or anything like that. Hell, you can still hate her, but being this just insane about it is just wild. Because you're playing into the hands of people that want to use you. The alt-right. Because they are pumping hatred into that movement. And the thing is, they're trying to revive this movement every single time a game comes. You know, Stellar Blade, they try to pump it to it's a war against the culture wars and everything like that, you know. They're really grasping for everything to make a Gamergate 2. And I think it's sad because, as I said, I love video games. Video games is a crucial part of my life. It has been for so long I can remember. Hell, my cat is named Chun-Li, after the character. I had a cat named Tifa, though she passed away a few years ago. Rest in peace. Beautiful queen. Because I love video games. I have a cat named Smokey, named after Smoke from Mortal Kombat. Because video games is literally... I'm nuts for video games. And I know for a fact that what destroys video games and risks of obliterate video games or harming it, it's not Anita Sarkeesian. She is not able to hurt video games. Feminism is not able to hurt video games. What can hurt video games and is hurting video games is corporation pumping it with microtransactions, releasing games that's not fully released, but you need to buy 20 fucking DLCs so you can play the full game as you should be able to do. The price hikes, they increase the prices of video games. Companies taking patents of game mechanics, preventing others from doing similar games in same genre or whatever. The corporation just greedily increasing their own income, how much they earn, and fuck everyone else. They buy up other small studios and then lay them off. Just to take the IP of a certain game maybe, or whatever. Those are the things that actually legit hurt video games. The reason for Stop Killing Video Games becomes so big, that is something that is legit fighting against hurting video games and us gamers that are buying these games. That's an amazing thing. But what Anita Sarkeesian and all that do, they just make opinion videos. Like I'm making an opinion video here right now, talking to people. And I don't say that you need to like change yourself or whatever. Like if you want to play or not play whatever game for some reason, obviously it's up to you. But I think this unbridled rage should be aimed towards what actually harming video games. The big corporations that is ruining games as we know it. Because as I said, I remember back in the ye old days when I was young, and you bought a game. That game was yours. It belonged to you. You could do whatever you wanted with it. You was not locked to some paywall or internet, or you didn't need to download DLCs or anything like that. The game was yours. But today they're trying to squeeze out as much money as possible out of you. And that is harming video games. That's a reason why we have so much indie games growing these days, you know? So much games. And for those that saying that woke is ruining games for them, well, don't play those games then. I mean, that's an obviously choice for you. Because not all games can be made for you. Like, not all games are made for me in mind. I am the royal jester of the wokesters, you know? So, and I know not all games are woke. And even if they are not, I can still enjoy those games. Because as I said, even if the game might have some problematic undertones in it, if you know it, that's the important part. You can still enjoy the game itself. You can have a good time playing those video games. And talking about Chun-Li, here she is. Hello. I think it's good with a little cat breaking this, right? Right? Oh, Chun-Li. But yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about this because I am very passionate about video games, and I think video games and gaming and communities in general deserve better than being used by alt-right fascists and their pedo friends and all of that. And of course all of these right-wing grifters that is just taking a clip or an image and then just make shit up to sell it to you, you know? You deserve better, and I don't expect anyone to be shamed by this, but I still wanted to make my opinion heard because I think video games are amazing. And what harms video games is not Anita Sarkeesian. Because games are wonderful. I have so many wonderful memories of them. From little kid playing Super Mario 64 for the first time. That was insane, incredible stuff. Playing Halo with my friends, we linked together to Xboxes and stuff like that. That was so beautiful. That was magical. Playing Game Boy for the first time. Oh my lord, that was wild. Or playing Pokemon. There are so many amazing things in my past. But I also think there is amazing things now and for the future. And I think, as I said, the threat to video games is not some feminist that you don't like. It's just people using that as a crutch to misguide and just being, well, evil, awful. And they know they use that to use you as a tool. They don't give a fuck about you or video games. They just use that to push their own agendas. So yeah, but yeah, I want to talk about this because, as I said, video games, amazing. And of course, I will be back to do my normal stuff here on the channel, you know, let's plays and reactions and all of that. I expect this video to get hate bombed because I am not trying to murder Anita Sarkeesian on camera or something like that, because I'm a leftist wokester, cuck, sold, bold, whatever they say these days. And you know what? I am. I'm not afraid to stand for that. I'm man enough to do that, unlike some people I know. So, you know what?